Okay, now one thing I didn't go over was tags. We were using tags in our articles, or we could be using them, and you can go over and look at those and set them up in components. Now, I didn't really go over components very much here, but here we go. Here's tags, and here's where we can add tags. So you click New. Okay, and you see the same sort of screen that you see for everything else. This is, for instance, categories. This is the same type of thing. So if we want to tag, we could say truck. Okay, so you can give it some description down here if you want. We have our publishing options, just normal publishing things here. Options, so you can use the global layout, which is usually what you're going to want to do, or CSS class if you want to change it. And then you can add an image like I showed you before here. Okay, then on the right side, we can set a parent. If we have other tags, we can have parent and child tags. Access, language. Okay, so simple as that. We'll just save and close. That's how you can add tag in there. Let's add one more for cars, actually, or SUVs. It's called SUV. And we'll save and close. Okay, so now the tags will be available when you're creating your articles. So speaking of that, let's go back to menus. And we can actually create a new menu, or we can continue adding to the main menu. So let's create a new menu. And let's call this articles. And we'll say articles here. And we'll save and close. Okay, now what we need to do is link a module to it. The modules tell it where it's going to appear. Okay, so here's our menu. The base item. So if you want a menu within a menu, you can, for instance, you could go here and it would be within there. Okay, and the start level. So at level 1 and all. So this will show the submenus. And then menu assignment. So on all pages, no pages, only on the pages selected, or on all pages except those selected. Module permissions. Okay, so same as what we've seen on all the other permission screens. And advanced. Okay, so you have some advanced things in here that you may want to use. I'm just going to leave them at the default, and we're going to save and close. Oh, forgot to put the title in there, so articles. Okay, now we'll save and close. Okay, as you see, we forgot to put the position in here. Okay, so just to show you where you get those positions from, you go back to your template manager and you just click on this preview button here. Okay, so then you can see the different positions here, and this is where you can place your content. Okay, so let's go back. Now over here, this is where we can select our position. Okay, so we need to make sure we're in the right theme here. So B's 3, and then we can find a position at where we want it. And let's save and close. Now you can play with these and move them around until you get things where you want. So if we look at articles now, you see it says position 5. So let's go have a look. Okay, and here is our article menu here. So now what we can do is add articles to our menu. So let's go over to menus, and then we'll go to articles and add new items. Okay, and then we're going to select what we want here. Okay, so on our articles menu, we want articles, and then we can pick the way we want them to be on here. Okay, so let's say we want to list all categories. Okay, and then where we want to start. So root means it'll bring everything in under it. Okay, so we'll call it categories. And then we have other options along here. So I'm just gonna leave all these at the default here. And let's save and close. Okay, let's go have a look at our site now. And then we have categories here. And then this will open another page. And then it'll show a list like this. Okay, so that's one way you can do it. Let's go back and change that now. And let's change this. Let's go into articles and we'll go single article, and then we'll put each article in here. So we'll select an article and I'll pick this one. Okay, now remember we want to go into options and we want to hide some things, otherwise some things are going to show that we don't want. So we'll hide the author, link the author, create date, modify date, publish date. Okay, so let's save and close. Actually, we should change the title here. You have categories there. Okay, so let's change this to the name of the article. So we'll call it 2015. Okay, and we'll save and close. Okay, so I click on this. Okay, and here's our article. Here's the picture we uploaded before. So let's go back to the menu, then a new menu item. Actually, we don't have another article. So I'm going to add another quick article. We'll just add one more article to that menu. Okay, so we're going to add a new article. Or a new menu item. Okay, so it's going to be article on a single article. Test article. Excuse my spelling there. Okay, so let's just save this one now. And back to our site here. And there's our CV article. And there it is there. Okay, so there's how you can add menus to your site and add content within the menus. Now, like I showed you when you were choosing things, you can choose other things on your menu, search, and so on. So that's another way you can put things on there. Okay, one last thing. Let's add a search to our main menu. Let's go here and let's add a menu item. And we're going to add a search. Okay, so again, we have our options, link types, display, metadata. Okay, so let's just save and close. Oh, search. Okay, so there's our search there. And then we go to the search page. Okay, so that's how we can work with menus and content and tags.